Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of From the Shadows. Now, let's take a little look-see at what's been going on in Paris over the last couple of weeks. There we go guys, 0-0. I cannot contain my disappointment yet again. Away. This game is very much in the balance. We're not playing as well as I'd like to against a really poor side. Bulens is in the box here. Can he put it back across? He can. Cherry's in there, and that is 1-0 to Paris. Massive goal in a game that we've been relatively poor in. I have to say that the win is the most important thing if we can get it. Turns around to Luis. Can he turn and shoot? He can, and it's in the back of the net. 3-0, Paris 2, and in the end, you'd probably say we do actually deserve that, but at times it looked a bit touch and go. There we go, guys. 3-0, Paris 2. A good win, and back-to-back clean sheets is always important. Lambert whips it in. Oh, what is... I mean, seriously, guys. Now, we're conceding goals like that now. This game is just doing everything it can to fuck as it seems to be. Ball in, Undayi, and... Oh, of course it's gone to the back of the net. Because... Of course it has. There we go. Paris 0, Saint-Etienne 2. Valerio whips it in. There's two of them there off the post, and... I mean... I'm not even going to swear anymore, guys, because it's getting to the point where it seems a bit pointless even bothering. There we go, guys. Paris with those stats 0, Saint-Etienne 3, obviously. Right, guys, we're back. Before I go and quickly analyse what's kind of been going on over those games, if we could get 150 likes in the episode, that would be magnificent. As for the question of the day, and the question of the day is this. Let me see. Will you ever do a save outside the European leagues on YouTube? I might, if I do Outcast to Icons again next year, if there's enough demand for it, then I might put less European leagues on, but then spread it out across the world so we could end up anywhere. Not Pentagon Challenge style stuff, because for me that takes too long and it's just very unoriginal these days. For YouTube, or just, you know, it's all very well fun for you to do it, but if I did it, it wouldn't be adding anything new to it. But yeah, that's basically, I wouldn't do a save that's specifically just like, say, I don't know, a save in Korea with a Korean team or a Brazilian team, just because there just isn't enough demand for that. There's a few people that want to see those, but not enough for it to be worthwhile me doing it as my sole series, and that's the problem. I do have to think about what people actually want to watch as well as what I want to do. Combine the two, basically. It's just one of those things that has to happen, unfortunately. If you do have any ideas for a question of the day, drop those in the comments too with the hashtag #QOTD. Right. So, just to quickly go over kind of what happened in those games, even though you only would have just seen it. Usually I'd be raging at this point, but it's almost got to the point now where I just sort of expect it to happen so much that it just does, and then you just kind of go, well, yeah, that's what was always going to happen. And it's a little bit disheartening when you're trying to play this and this is going to be my sole save for a little while, where this just seems to keep happening. And in that last game, like, the reason those goals would annoy me so much is just because they didn't seem like goals that we could really do anything about. Like, the weak header from a corner, the one where we could not clear our lines for some reason, it just ended up in the back of the net anyway. And the first one, when it's raining, it's pouring, and, you know, we seem to be able to dominate teams, and just for some reason they'll just score those goals against you no matter what you do. And it's very frustrating because we seem to be able to tighten up defensively quite well, and yet they still score those goals, but we can't do it. We had 4 decent opportunities against Saint-Etienne and some really solid half chances as well, I think, and nothing. It's just very frustrating, because I understand that that sort of stuff obviously happens in real life, but the frequency of which it has been happening to us in this save is getting to the point where it's every other fucking game now, and that is not realistic. That is absurd. And our player stats, we've gone through this before, we've looked at them, they've got great composure, they've got great determination, all these sort of things. So it's very, very strange that it just seems to happen like that. Because we'd had 2 clean sheets in a row before that game against Saint-Etienne. It's very, very strange. But you just kind of have to deal with it, and that's the problem. I just don't know how we're going to progress with that constantly happening. Because if I change the tactic to be more defensive, they'll just score long-range goals against us, or they'll thump them in from the corner flag or whatever. Or we'll put them in our own nets, as we're capable of doing that too. It's just very strange to see, and I'm sure you guys have had saves at the times when things just go like this, but it's gone on for like a season and a half now, and I don't know why. I'm sure there's tactical things I could change, but we've changed tactical stuff, and it just doesn't seem to make any difference. It does for a bit, and then it just doesn't again. Really weird. But there we go. So, let's take a little look at the squad and the league. But first, the league. So as a result of that, we're actually 7th in the league, which is disappointing, really. We're still in touching distance of 3rd place, which is kind of what I care about, if I'm honest. But some poor performances have kind of led to a bit of a decline there, frankly. And, you know, Saint-Etienne aren't fantastic. They're above us now because of the win, but they've not been superb. It's the 13 goals conceded. Look at this. It just comes out of nowhere. And yet we've actually got 4 clean sheets as well in those 9 games. It's just very strange. Nothing we didn't seem to do, and it isn't about buying another goalkeeper, for the love of God. That that being said, someone did point out to me that the goalkeeper I bought to become a goalkeeping coach, I think his name is Van Hout, he's actually the tallest or joint tallest professional footballer in the world. He's 6'10". He's an absolute giraffe of a man. And as much as he won't be playing for us, I just thought I'd let that in there. So thank you for telling me, whoever did that. That was awesome to hear about that. So that's how the league looks at the moment. Unfortunately, we only did 3 games in between in this episode because in the next episode I want to do like 7 or 8, and then the next one after that will be the PSG game. It's the only way I can split it up fairly, because that way we can skip a bit of a dead rubber against Vitesse, basically. So, last 5 matches, it's... well, Parche won, probably, if I'm honest. Look at this. We've had some really poor performances over that period. Top goal scorer is still Cherry now with a 10 in 11. He's really fallen off the pace a little. Assists-wise, Dahul's got 8 in 11, and that is superb. And though he had 8 in 11 before this even started, to be fair. Player of the match, Parche won with 4. It's good to see. We've still got some players that are up for the fight, basically, but we need to get back on the horse, so to speak. God, it's amazing how Luis is our most valuable player, interestingly, and yet he is not asked to leave at any stage. The only player who's actually asked to leave so far this summer is Aslan, of all people. He wants to join Liverpool, and if it wasn't outside the transfer window, I would have probably let him. Annoying thing as well is, on September 1st, the board gave me more money. That's the second time in this save that they give me more money after the window is shut. But there we go, guys. So let's just jump straight into the match today. It's against Strømsgodset. We're top of this group, and you'd expect us to stay there, really. We've got to win both of our home we've got to win all our home games, and I feel like we could probably beat these guys home and away, but then with the way we're playing, who knows, you know? Right, Dahul, Matas, Orberg, yeah, there's a bit of confusion. Also, someone pointed out to me that it isn't pronounced Noop, which is a shame, but we're going to call him Pingu from now on. It's actually pronounced Knoop. So there we go. But we'll just call him Tristan Pingu because, and that's no disrespect to the Dutch name, of course. I just like the idea of calling him Pingu. So DB Ruiz, Wagner, Matas, Orberg, Dahul, Luis, Parche 1, Aslan, Cherry, and Calorio. You know, or Calories as people want to call him. So he's actually done all right for us so far. You know, Sidibe's been okay. There's a few little holes, but I'm hoping that... I mean, we need Uchan back. That is so important to us, because he will slot in there, and he means that Dahul can take a break every now and then, basically. I do expect us to win today. If we don't, I'll be a little bit disappointed. As you can see, we are massive favourites for the game, as you would expect. So, yeah, let's just get into this. Yeah, whatever. So, Kufor, I'm not even going to go through some of those names. Anyone I recognise? Is that an English guy? Aaron Gibson. No, that's Australian, isn't he? Or is he South African? No, he's Australian. Okay, so Aaron Gibson, they're playing for Strømsgodset. Anyone else? There's a McGowan as well. I'm just looking for any sort of English names that stand out. Ryan McGowan, okay, he is a real player. Another Australian, interestingly. 2 Australians playing for Strømsgodset. They're playing 5 in the middle, so that's interesting, to say the least. I'm not sure how exactly I'm going to cope with that. We'll just sort of see. We'll play it by ear, basically. I think... frankly, we should have a better team than them and should be able to get out of this group with flying colours. I would expect to win 5 of the 6 matches. Oh, no. I was expecting... I'm just gonna... I'll be over there if you need me, guys, because it doesn't matter what we do tactically. It will just fall to their feet and they will score it. So, inside 20 seconds, I thought the chance had actually gone. I actually genuinely thought they were just going to lump it straight into the box. And they've done... wow. God. Ball lumped in. All 3 defenders go towards it, and it comes out here. And it's a good strike, I have to say, but it's the situations we put ourselves in already. To be a goal down at home after just 16 seconds. It sort of typifies the way this is going for us lately, isn't it, really? Now, what I expect to happen is for us to absolutely pummel them. Why are we shooting from long range so much? Guys, calm the fuck down. To absolutely pummel them, and we will still lose. That's the way things have been going for us lately. Well, we can't play any more direct than we already... I don't want to go more direct against them, because although I am going to up the tempo a little bit, because generally against worse teams, upping the tempo seems to have the desired effect. We've been okay, clearly, but... oh, Aslan, go on, Park. Cherry? No, I thought he was going to shoot from range. Perhaps not. Dahul's through. He's got Luis in there, and Luis has made it 1-1. And a deserved equaliser, you have to say. Now we need to go on and win this. Luis is having a great season as well, though. Even when we've been shit lately, Luis has still been on top form for us. A lovely little break. Terrible goalkeeping, though. Cherry with the good presence of mind to slip it through for Dahul, and Dahul grabbing his 9th assist of the season already. He is an absolute playmaker in there, and I'm enjoying his work. I really am. Look at the stats of this one. We've absolutely dominated. But watch them go and grab themselves another goal now. That is the sort of typical thing. I don't know why their defender, their left back didn't come and close that. There was an easy chance there. Dahul, he can really pick a pass. I'm enjoying his work in the... but Cherry's through here. He must score, and he does. There we go. Don't know who got the assist. I think it may have been Luis. Alberto Cherry, 11 goals in 12 matches. At least he's getting back on form in Europe, if nothing else. I think it was Luis, but lovely ball from De Hull. Luis with an absolute... Oh, look at that. That was like Fabregas-esque. Very nice stuff. And 2-1 up at half-time, I'll take that. Look at this. Obviously, their goal was a bit of a flash in the pan, but as we found out against Halmstad, it doesn't matter how well you play. Sometimes you'll still only draw against them. Luis has got an assist and a goal. He's going to be an absolute shoo-in for man of the match. He's won man of the match at times when he's done nothing. Well, he's obviously done something, but he's won man of the match in our games where he's not got an assist or a goal. Sometimes his pass completion alone is worthy of man of the match awards. And that's in games we've won. That's just how good of a player he actually is. Dahul now. Can he slip one through? Goes for Park Jae-won. Can he slip one through? Goes out wide for Ruiz now. Maybe a third goal just to take the... sting out of them completely and allow us to get a couple more goals. Ruiz, can he whip it across? He does, but it is, sorry, I've got an itchy nose. 87% pass completion. This is what I mean. When this tactic plays well, it plays really well. But the thing is, even in games where we've played badly, I say played badly, even in games, sorry, it's really itchy, even in games where we've not managed to find the back of the net very often, we've still played as well as this, and that's what's frustrating to me, is that we're playing so well sometimes and still just randomly not finding the net. Obviously you have off days, of course. It's just we have more than we should, I feel. Sidibe is going to come off as well because I just don't think he's been that good today. And Barr I'm actually going to put in the centre here and have him as the cover. No, yeah, I'm going to move him across with Wagner because he's pacey. So we'll just let him do that. If he's going to play at centre back, he will play as the cover centre back. Although I'm still not entirely sure whether I need a cover centre back now, or whether I need to, because we've got that defensive midfielder. I'm going to tell them to concentrate a bit more though, because we aren't shooting on target very often, and that is a bit of a worry. But as long as we get away with the win, which based on this you couldn't really argue if we did. Help, Park Jae-won, and he's bent that in. He's beautiful. Even with Uchan out, Park Jae-won is stepping up to the plate with those free kicks, and it's Paris 3, Strømsgodset 1, and we're going top of this group. And interestingly though, Vitesse Arnhem, who they were a pot 4 side, I earmarked as one of the weaker teams in this group, are actually currently sitting in second place. We've got a double header against them in our next 2 games, which could basically see us through if we were to win both of them. So, and I feel like we will do. Now you're going to see one of them as the next live com. I can't remember if it's the home or the away leg. Pingu bringing it forward here. He's going to shoot from range. He is, oh wow. That's the first time I think in ages I've ever actually seen one of those kinds of goals actually go in. Tristan Pingu with the goal. Bloody hell. Paris 4, Strømsgodset 0. We really have turned up the quality, but I hate conceding goals like this because it does happen where they just track him to nowhere and then they just bend one in the top corner. But there you go, Pingu with the goal, 4-1, and hello, insta highlight. Are we going to get another one? We really are putting them in their place today, it would seem. But this is what I mean about this tactic. When it works, oh my god, does it work? Oh dear, oh please don't let them have another one. Okay, this is another thing that's frustrating as well. We should not have conceded 2 goals in today's game, and I do not know what we're doing. Like, it's a simple ball in here, and it just is ricocheted off the post and come back to the guy that shot it. We just seem to have this horrific luck with these opportunities. Another free kick perhaps, and he scored again. Park Jae-won has now got himself, what, is that 8 or 9 goals this year? 9 goals already this season. I wanted to see him get double figures, and his free kick taking is absolutely off the charts lately. I might have to have a look at that and see whether he or Uchan is better at those, because maybe, Uchan's injury is allowing Park Jae-won to step into that role a little bit more. I might have to compare the two, because clearly something's going on there, because he's scored about 4 free kicks since the start of this season, since Uchan's been out. Dahul now. Pingu. He's got Cherry out wide. It's a poor touch from Cherry, who's not actually been that great today, I have to say. Scored the first one, I think, but didn't really do much since then. It's all about Park Jae-won and Luis. I don't know who's going to get man of the match. It might actually be Park Jae-won. There's 2 men on the edge of the box. Use them. Dahul. Pingu slips it through for Cherry. Can turn. Luis. Park Jae-won. Oh, I thought he was going to get himself another bloody hat-trick. We've been superb today. And there we go. Paris 5, Strømsgodset 2. I think Park Jae-won will win man of the match for that. Yes, he did. He got an assist as well as 2 goals. Dahul did nail himself yet another assist, of course. That's lovely to see. And an assist and a goal off the bench for Pingu. So good stuff all around, really. We're top of the group, looking absolutely delighted with that. And 2 goals for Park Jae-won. I couldn't be more delighted with him either. So in the next episode, guys, what I'm going to do is this episode's ended up going on for longer than I expected just because of all the goals in the game. In the next episode, what we're going to do is this. So it's going to be the home match against Vitesse, which actually might be more important than I thought it would be, because otherwise, you know, it's actually going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 matches there, and then we'll do Vitesse, and then in the one after that we will do Paris Saint-Germain. So lots more for bang for your buck and whatnot in that period. So yeah, that's basically the plan. And then I don't know if I'll do the Strømsgodset. It depends on whether we've wrapped it up or not. I feel like we'll go through anyway. So there we go, guys. If you like what you're seeing, please do drop a like on the video. That would be magnificent. And if you like to even more than that, please do subscribe to the channel for more videos like this every single day in your inbox at 7 o'clock. And I'll see you guys in the next episode for the home match against Vitesse, which frankly could be one of the games that we start to put one foot in the next round already, and that could be massively important for us. So I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.